Welcome to Grumpy Wolf Reacts. I am Grumpy Wolf. Today I'm reacting to Ren Hi Ren. Technically a rewatch. Definitely a rewatch. I can't even tell you how many times I've seen this video, seen reactions to this video, listened to the song on my phone. Anyways, there will be a link to this video down in the description below. If for some reason you have not seen it before, please go watch and like and subscribe on Ren's channel. Also, there'll be a pinned comment in the comment section. I'm sharing a link that Ren's friend made to help themselves get through something. I don't want to fumble through the details and miss something or mess something up, so the details are on Ren's Instagram while that story is still active there, or hold on. What are you doing? Come on. Easy funny. Just trying to get into something. Alright. But like I was saying, there'll be a pinned comment down below with a link to a GoFundMe Ren was talking about on his Instagram page. You could probably get all the details off the link of what's going on there. With as much as Ren has helped me without being in contact with me, like just through his music and whatnot, and being a part of this amazing community, it's the least I could do, and at the moment it's all I could do. So I will keep pushing it in my comment sections. But yeah. With that being said, this will be, like I said, it is a rewatch, so first watch through will be me breaking it down, talking about how this is the song that started my journey down the Ren rabbit hole. Got home from work one night and was scrolling TikTok, which I haven't touched in months. But I was scrolling through TikTok and I saw a short clip of Hi Ren. But before that, I didn't know who the person was. I think it was just short on YouTube, or maybe another Instagram thing, or TikTok thing, sorry. A clip of him doing the I shot the sheriff in the red suspenders busking with the big push. So I first saw that, was like, damn, this guy sounds good, wonder who he is, lost the video. I don't know if that was the same day or a day or two later, then the Hi Ren pops up on my thing. And this is late November of 2024. And I'm like, damn. It was the bit where he's like, if you gotta kill you if you want to kill me. And I think it was a clip of Rosalie reacting. So I was like, I want to see what a therapist has to say about stuff worded like this. And it went completely the opposite direction I was expecting, thankfully. It started, I didn't sleep that night for work. When I found it. So I think it was in the morning before work or so, because I went like 2 days, one night without sleep, of just listening to Hi Ren and watching reactions of Hi Ren. And then for like the next month, that was the only song that I was touching of Ren's, like listening to either the song or reactions again. And then finally I gave in and just opened up the floodgates and started going down the rabbit hole of everything that was there. But with all that being said, we're going to get into this song. And the second playthrough will have me singing along with it. I have done a reaction to this song, but it was through a reaction of Uncle Ray's reaction to it the first time he watched. Had a couple comments say I should react to it, and I point out that video, but I figured I'll do one without Uncle Ray's bit with it. And since I started singing to the songs, I wanted to redo it anyways. So a lot of what I say might be repeated from that video. I don't remember everything I said, but yeah. When I hear this part of the song, the first thing that came to my head was the Eminem song. I don't remember the name of the song, but it's "You Could Suck My Dick If You Don't Like My Shit." It goes like that, and that's every time I hear it, that's where my head goes. And then at a later time, I thought I heard someone mention that is like what he's playing, but on guitar. If you could confirm that down below, let me know. Otherwise, I don't know why that song is popping into my head every time I hear this bit. But yeah. First time going through it, as everyone who reacts says, was not expecting that to be the first thing to come out of his mouth, or maybe even ever, until learning how talented he is. But yeah, I will be attempting this bit when I sing. I apologize in advance.
A little while, did you miss me? You thought you buried me, didn't you? Risky, cause I always come back. Deep down you know that, deep down you know I'm always in periphery. Ren, on your pleased to see me. It's been weeks since we spoke, bro, I know you need me. You're the sheep, I'm the shepherd, not your place to lead me. Not your place to be biting off the hand that feeds me. Hi, Ren, I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself since my therapist told me I'm ill. And I've been making some progress lately, and I've learned some new coping skills. So
I love his take on the talking to your inner critic, as he brings out in the song later. It has been touched on by a few artists, or many artists, and he names a couple. But everyone has taken their own spin on it and made it their own. I feel Ren doing it this way is completely different than anything I've ever seen. done, and it doesn't take away from what has come before it. To quote a show I've been watching a lot lately, White Collar. Neil Caffrey is the main character, and he's a con man, and he's working with to bring down a team of con men with the FBI. Anyways, there's a thing he says to the guy, like they're using one of Neil's plans for a job, and he's like, using someone else's work deserves a little cutback. He's just trying to work his way in. And he goes, yeah, usually you're supposed to improve on the con, not just redo it. So instead of just redoing it, every artist who's attacked this type of style of music, talking to the inner critic or the angel and the demon on your shoulder, however you want to look at it, they have tried to improve upon it in their own way, so it's the same but different. And Ren has mastered doing the same but different.
Though I haven't really needed you much, man, I think we need to just step back and chill. Ren, you sound more insane than I do. You think that those doctors are really there to guide you? Been through this a million times. Your civilian mind is so perfect, you're always being lied to. Okay, take another pill, boy. Drown yourself in the sound of white noise. Follow this 10-step program, rejoice. All your problems will be gone. Fucking dumb boy. Nah, mate, this time is different, man. Trust me. I feel like things might be falling in place.
And in the beginning of the song, he's kinda the real Ren, or present Ren, good Ren, whatever you want to call him, the one who's in control. Seems like he's cowering back and stuff, and as the song goes, he gets a little more, the more the critic fights back, he pushes back even harder with like, no, it's this way. Chop, don't you do it! You will not be happy. I'm cooking his chicken for his lunch, for his food, and he's looking at the stove like he was going to pull down the pot. That would be a bad idea. Boiling water. Oh, Chop, get in here. Come here, good boy. Chop, chop, chop. Come here. Okay, here, let me do this. There, lay down. Come on. I want you where I can see you. Okay? Oh, good boy. I know once you have an idea in your head, you're going to go through with it eventually. So I have to go in there and pull the chicken out after this, don't I? Huh. Yeah. Okay. I'll do that. Alright. So, as I was saying, it's Ren's take on it, and I got distracted because there was a potential emergency. I had to stop. He doesn't think well when food is involved. Hunch up. Okay. Come on. Lay down like a good boy. Sit. Good boy. Down. No. Down. You're so stubborn. Good boy, down. Though delayed. Work in progress. Anyways. Kinda lost my train of thought. Let's just get back into it.
Your mind is so perfect, you're always being lied to. Okay, take another pill, boy. Drown yourself in the sound of white noise. Follow this 10-step program, rejoice. All your problems will be gone.
Yeah, just the back and forth fighting. That's where I really like, where the further into the song, the stronger good Ren sounds. And like if you listen in the beginning, you could hear a big difference in the when he's going back and forth, when he's talking from the critic's point of view, or when he's talking from Goodren's point of view. When Goodren starts getting kind of angry, there's a difference, but it has shifted more towards the critic's tone.
We gone fucking dumb, boy. Nah, mate. This time is different, man. Trust me. I feel like things might be falling in place, and my music's been kind of doing bits too. Like I actually might do something great, and when I'm gone, maybe I'll be remembered for doing something special with myself. That's why I don't think that we should talk, man. Cause when you're with me, it never seems to help. You think that you can amputate me? I am you, you are me, you are I am we are one. Split in two, that makes one. So you see, you gotta kill you if you wanna kill me. I'm not leftover dinner, I'm not scraps on the side. Oh, your music is thriving, delusional guy. Where's your top 10 hit? Where's your interview with Oprah? Wow, your Grammys, Ren? Nowhere. Yeah, but my music's not commercial like.
I don't know why, that's one of my favorite transitions from the nowhere. It's with the resolution I have to record at, you can't see it.
Then I'm not scraps on the side. Oh, your music is thriving, delusional guy. Where's your top 10 hit? Where's your interview with Oprah? Wow, your Grammys, Ren? Nowhere. Yeah, but my music's not commercial like that. I never chase numbers, statistics or stats. I never write hooks for the radio, they never even play me, so why would I concern myself with that? But my music is really connected, and the people who find it.
Yeah, so that was one of my favorite little transitions. I don't know why, it just... The other one is when he mentions Jimi Hendrix.
Respected, and for me that's enough, cause this life's been tough, so it gives me a purpose I can rest in. Man, you sound so pretentious. Ren, your music is so self-centered. No one wants to hear another song about how much you hate yourself. Trust me. You should be so lucky, having me inside you to guide you, remind you to manage expectations, provide you perspective. That thing you neglected, I get it. You wanna be a big deal, next Jimmy.
So in a way, he is mentioning the positive side of having that inner critic, but you can't let it control. Like, you can't let it be the main thing. I've said it before in previous videos where I brought this topic up. Another reason why I wanted to bring the video back and talk on it again. But having that there isn't a bad thing. Giving it complete control, or thinking that the inner critic is giving you nothing but facts. It's just a viewpoint to look at things from, so you can see the potential hazards or pitfalls of a situation, so you don't go in blind. But if you let it control, then you just become a dark, angry individual. I would know. Finding Ren helped me get rid of that shit. So again, thank you, my friend Ren. If you ever see these videos, just know you helped a lot.
To manage expectations, provide you perspective. That thing you neglected, I get it. You wanna be a big deal, next Jimi Hendrix, forget it. Man, it's not like...
Yeah, that's it. The forget it. That's the... it wasn't the one before that part, is it? It's how he's saying it while he's still moving his head into the next position, and it kind of changes the way he's speaking it. It's, I don't know, it just hits me different.
Should be so lucky, having me inside you to guide you, remind you to manage expectations, provide you perspective. That thing you neglected, I get it. You wanna be a big deal, next Jimi Hendrix, forget it. Man, it's not like that. Man, it's just like that. I'm inside you, you twat. No, it's not, man, you're wrong. When I write, I belong. Let me break the fourth wall by acknowledging this song. Ren sits down, has a stroke of genius. He wants to write a song that was not done previous. A battle with the subconscious. Eminem did it. Played on guitar. Plan B did it. Man, you're not original, you criminal rip-off artist. The pinnacle of your success is stealing other people's material. Ren, mate, we've heard it all before. She sells seashells on the seashore. Fuck you, I don't need you, I don't need to hear this. Cause I'm fine by myself, I'm a genius. And I will be great, and I will make...
See, this is Ren talking, good Ren talking, but there's more confidence in what he's saying, and more backbone to it. He's like, I know I could stand up to this, I know I could win, or not win, I just know I could keep this in check.
waves and I'll shake up the whole world beneath us. That's right, speak your truth, your fucking god complex leaks out of you. It's refreshing to ask for you, say it instead of downplay it.
Music is all about the creative process, and if people can find something to relate to within that, then that's just a bonus.
Fuck you, I'm a fucking...
Okay, I have a question for y'all who are in the comments. That bit right there, is that in a different song or quoted by someone somewhere from like early 2000s ish time frame, maybe a little bit late 90s, but is there that quote, that thing he did, is that a quote or is that just him? Because I swear I remember using that while talking to one of my younger cousins when they were living with me. So every time I hear that, it's like, to the moment, I don't know. It's weird. But, yeah. Sorry, I got distracted. Comment. Notification.
Fucking kill you, Ren. Well, fucking kill me, then. Let's fucking have you, Ren. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, that little bit right there, that sarcastic little...
Out of you. It's refreshing to ask for you, say it instead of downplay it.
Music is all about the...
This. Music is all about the creative process. It feels like a quote where someone has put in a song to justify they just make music to make themselves feel good, and if people like it, then that's great, but it's not the intention behind it. And maybe in some cases it's true, but I think for the most part that's bullshit.
Creative process, and if people can find something to relate to within that, then that's just a bonus.
Fuck you, I'ma fucking kill you, Ren. Well, fucking kill me, then. Let's fucking have you, Ren. I'ma do it, watch me prove it. Who are you to down my music? Cause I call the shots, I choose if you die. Yeah, I call the shots, and so I choose who survives. I'll tie you up in knots when I lock you inside. Newsflash, I was created at the dawn.
And that was like Good Ren's ultimate peak of fighting back, and then the critic takes over, or in this case it goes a little deeper, and I feel like this is like, he talks in the song like two sides of the coin, like there's the good side, there's the bad side. This is like the bad side completely taking over and being like, I've been here since the beginning, you can't get rid of me.
Born of creation, I am temptation. I am the snake in Eden. I am the reason for treason, beheading all kings. I am sin, with no rhyme or reason. Son of the morning, Lucifer, Antichrist, father of lies. Mephistopheles, truth in the blender, deceitful pretender, the banished avenger, the righteous surrender when standing in front of my solar eclipse.
It's amazing how many bits of this song used to give me so much trouble, but working on other ones, like I like to use the hunger to try and keep up with that pace, or other things where he goes real fast, made these parts easy. The things that will cause me issue when I do the singing bit will be breath control, because I do not have nowhere near the lung capacity Ren has. So I'll do my best, but I don't think I'll have many stumbles in this that isn't breath related. And now that I said that, we'll see.
My name is...
I will not be doing the spoken word bit at the end when I sing. I'll stop at the end of the yodeling and stuff when he puts the guitar down. Oh, that felt good.
stitch to your lips. So you see, I won't bow to the will of a mortal, feeble and normal. You wanna kill me? I'm eternal immortal. I live in every decision that catalyze chaos that causes division. I live inside death, the beginning of ends. I am you, you are me, I am you, friend. Hi, Ren. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself, and I've spent half my life ill. But just as sure as the tide starts turning, just as sure as the night has dawned, just as sure as the rainfall soon runs dry when you stand in an eye of a storm. I was made to be tested and twisted. I was made to be broken and beat. I was made by his hand, it's all part of his plan that I stand on my own 2 feet. And you
Rosalie's reaction to this song was the first reaction I ever saw, and it was her first introduction to Ren as well, so she didn't know how much he was affected, I guess, by the Lyme disease. So when he used this moment to stand up, it really hit her hard. And when it comes to emotional things, I tend to feed off of what I'm watching. So if the individuals I'm watching, I guess it's empathy. I don't know if it works through computer screens or whatever, but yeah, I could get choked up. And I might get choked up when I get to that bit about the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope. I've never been close to doing anything like that, but when I hear it, sometimes it gets me.
I was made to be tested and twisted. I was made to be broken and beat. I was made by his hand, it's all part of his plan that I stand on my own 2 feet. And you know me, my will is eternal. And you know me, you've met me before. Face to face with a beast, I will rise from the east and I'll settle on the ocean floor.
I know from watching one of his videos somewhere talking about this, where he had the song finished, and it finished after the devil side or the evil side was done talking, and he took it to a friend, I don't know which one, and he's like, why can't the good side win for once, get the final word? And he like sat down on a beach, and that's where the beast from the east will settle on the ocean floor. That's where that whole bit came from, was him sitting on the beach watching the waves crash, and it came to him like that. And that's amazing also as an artist, to have something where you think it's done and you could give it to someone you trust, and they're like, you know, it could have a little more to it, and you hear them seriously, you don't take it personally. And I don't know if that spoken word would have been at the end without the good part talking or not, or if that all came about because of his friend making that comment. But I think as good as the song would have been, I don't think it would be as big without this last bit and the spoken word at the end. That's just my personal opinion. Let me know what you think down below.
Storm. I was made to be tested and twisted. I was made to be broken and beat. I was made by his hand, it's all part of his plan that I stand on my own 2 feet. And you know me, my will is eternal. And you know me, you've met me before. Face to face with a beast, I will rise from the east and I'll settle on the ocean floor. And I go by many names also. Some people know me as hope. Some people know me as the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope. And you know how I know that I'll prosper? Cause I stand here beside you today. I have stood in the flames that cremated my brain, and I didn't once flinch or shake. So cower at the man I've become. when I sing from the top of my lungs.
I talked about the lighting in the Fred Again mashup video I just put out. Another one where they're just a few lights, and I think they have a couple production lights just out of line of camera shot. But I didn't touch on it much because I touched on it on my Uncle Ray reaction, but the way the lights flicker when the critic's talking, but right here at the end it's kind of a merge of the two becoming one. So it's happy, cheerful, successful, celebrating, but the lights are still flickering because the critic's still there. He's just in check. And when we come to Cujo Beatdown, the critic asks, can you let me off my leash for this one? And Ren's like, fuck it. And then he lets him go, because there are situations where you need that super defensive side of you to protect you or get what you need out. And he did it in a very artistic way instead of a way that would extremely negatively affect his life, which is also inspiring, you know. There's very little things worth actually taking someone's life for, or getting into a fight. And words, whether it's to your face or on the keyboard, are not reasons to do that. I do my best to live by that philosophy, but we're not perfect.
That I won't retire or stand in your fire, inspired and made to be strong. People know me as hope. Some people know me as the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope. And you know,
I will do the spoken word at the end of this bit, because there's stuff I could talk about. I'm just talking with the singing. I'm not going to go through that with me saying what Ren says. I feel weird when I do that part. I don't know why.
know how I know people. I go by many names also. Some people know me as hope. Some people know me as the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope. And you know how I know that I'll prosper? Cause I stand here beside you today. I have stood in the flames that cremated my brain, and I didn't once flinch or shake. So care of the man I've become when I sing from the top of my lungs. That I won't retire or stand in your fire, inspired and made to be strong. And when I am gone I will rise in the music that I left behind. For
one of the many listens through this, something clicked with me. Thinking religious, like, we all know, like, Jesus is supposed to come back and lead everyone to salvation or whatever at the end days. But maybe, like, what he just says, like, oh, don't want to mess it up.
so care of the man I've become when I sing from the top of my lungs. That I won't retire or stand in your fire, inspired and made to be strong. And when I am gone I will rise in the
When I am gone, I will rise in the music that I left behind. So maybe when Jesus rises again, it's in us through his teachings. And that's how he lives on. Just my opinion, or how I kind of been looking at things. And really, that's how any of us can live on beyond ourselves, is having something like this to share with people that can live past us.
when I sing from the top of my lungs. That I won't retire or stand in your fire, inspired and made to be strong. And when I am gone I will rise in the music that I left behind. Ferocious, persistent, immortal like you, we're a climb into different sides.
He almost looks like he's in pain when he finishes that line.
Different sides. Woo!
this bit of yodeling, I don't know what else to call it. It's what everyone calls it. I don't like calling it that, but maybe that's what it is. But this bit of him vocally it's the same, but it's different from the beginning. Like I say, it's where the two have become one now, and it's kind of like he's hit the tone somewhere in the middle instead of going. There's a little more darkness to it at times, but that's okay.
When I was 17 years old, I shouted out into an empty room, into a blank canvas, that I would defeat the forces of evil. And for the next...
I think all of us, maybe, I know I have, at least sat there and thought by myself, like, what can I do to make a difference? Whether it's something that I leave behind to remember myself by, or just something good that can inspire people to do better instead of just keep following this greedy path we've been led down. You know, there's so much more to life than money, and Ren's art, his music, are some very good examples of that being fact. But yeah, I can relate with this part where it's just how can we defeat the forces of evil. I do not believe we need both.
next 10 years into a blank canvas that I would defeat the forces of evil. And for the next 10 years of my life, I suffered the consequences, with autoimmunity, illness, and psychosis. As I got older, I realized there were no real winners and there were no real losers in psychological warfare, but there were victims and there were students. It wasn't David versus Goliath. It was a pendulum, eternally swaying from the dark to the light. And the more intensely that the light shone, the darker the shadow.
That whole pendulum bit is always eye-opening, or hits in the feels, and not like a sad emotional way, just a aha moment way. Like, we all, in what I feel, I shouldn't say we all, but I feel like growing up, there are certain things you're taught, like, these are things you could win, these are battles that are made to be fought, when in reality, it's situations that are made to be accepted and learned to live with to a certain extent. Some, yes, are made to be battles to fight and win, or even fight and lose. Everything has a lesson attached to it.
Shadow it cast. Intensely that the light shone.
Yeah, that bit right there too. The stronger the light, the darker the shadow. So maybe how I feel we could get through life without bad. Maybe it isn't possible, because the stronger the good, there'll be people who don't agree with that version of good and want to fight back against it.
Swaying from the dark to the light. And the more intensely that the light shone, the darker the shadow it cast. It was never really a battle for me to win. It was an eternal dance. And like a dance, the more rigid I became, the harder it got.
How well I know this. It's amazing when I stop and pause where I could get lost because I keep talking about things I thought had been touched on, but it's like seconds away from coming up. It's like the third or fourth time in this one.
It was an eternal dance. And like a dance, the more rigid I became, the harder it got. The more I cursed my clumsy footsteps, the more I struggled. So I got older, and I learned to relax, and I learned to soften, and that dance got easy.
Facts. And learning to relax and learning to soften isn't a negative thing. It's like having the critic there. You need everything needs to be touched on in certain situations where it's, you need the critic, the protector, the anger, whatever you want to give it. And then there's lost it.
To relax.
Yeah, then there, the side where you relax, where you give yourself time to regenerate, because if you don't, eventually that's just going to wear you out. And then there's the side to soften, to look at things from that perspective, where it helps. I have been trying to go into situations and looking at it from my side, which is the easiest way to look at things because it's me, and then try and look at it from other perspectives as well, so I could be more understanding or open-minded to those ideas, at least to listening to them. Because if you can't even listen to something that's different than yours opinion, then there are things wrong that need to be worked through. There should be no topic that we can't talk about, as long as it's respectfully. It's when you get offended when someone has a different viewpoint than you and tries to explain it, and then you attack. I'm guilty of that as well. I'm not saying I'm not. But it's something we need to evolve past, to where we can talk about these things. It's the only way we can evolve past these things, is talking about them. Not, oh, it's this way or it's that way. There's a definite middle for some things that we need to realize, and stop letting ourselves be manipulated into thinking it's one or the other.
And I learned to soften, and that dance got easy. It is this eternal dance that separates human beings from angels, from demons, from gods.
I forget what reactor mentioned it, but I really like how they interpreted that. Like, demons, they only know evil. That's all they do. That's their purpose. Angels, only purpose is to fight on the side of good. They have no one or the other. Humans are the only thing that is stuck in the middle, that has a decision to make, to be good or to be evil, or somewhere in between. And when you get into the Eden song, or whatever you would like to call that he's done, I kind of touch on that there too, where you freaking brain farts. It's our choice. Like he says, it's not free will that has caused us to be where we're at. It's our lack to use it, or our inability to use it. And then he ends it with, like, we got to do better because the option exists. Or I'm mixing them up now, the ending quotes, but I did a reaction to that and they hit hard. Not my reactions, that song and those lines at the end.
And I must not
Can you
forget,
tell I'm stalling to get to the
we
singing
must
part?
not forget that we are human beings.
Probably the song I know the best outside of Power. I hope he stays with the one takes for especially the tales and deep things like this. I understand it's not. Wait, I don't think I looped this one. Where's my mouse? Did not. Haha. Alright, so for those of you who were here for just the reaction, thank you so much for stopping by and spending your time with me. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a like and subscribe down below. Comment on anything you would like. Positive critiques. Something you would like me to react to in the independent scene. No mainstream, please. Yeah, so if that's all if you're only here for the reaction bit, thank you so much. I appreciate you giving me your time today. For those of you who are here to see me sing, that is coming up right now. For those of you who are leaving, share the love. Everybody wins. Grumpy Wolf out. For those of you who are staying, I appreciate you. Because this is my favorite part of these now. I may have to go a few videos without singing. I'm starting to feel a strain in my voice. I haven't worked it this hard before. Again, I appreciate all the feedback from it. And no more stalling. Let's get into this. I will be doing the yodels. I will not be doing the spoken word at the end. I'll do my outro once he's done with the yodels at the end. Or we're done with the yodels at the end, I guess. Oh, here we go. Sorry, excuse me.
Hi there, Ren, it's been a little while. Did you miss me? You thought you buried me, didn't you? Risky. Cause I always come back, deep down you know that. Deep down you know I'm always in periphery. Ren, are you pleased to see me? It's been weeks since we spoke, bro, I know you need me. You're the sheep on the shepherd, no your place to lead me. Not your place to be biting off the hand that feeds me. Hi Ren, I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself since my therapist told me I'm ill. I've been making some progress lately, and I've got some new coping skills. So I haven't really needed you much, man. I think you need to step back and chill. Ren, you sound more insane than I do. You think those doctors are really there to guide you through this a million times? Your civilian mind is so perfect, I'll always be lied to. Okay, take another pill, boy. Drown yourself in the front zone of white noise. Draw distance, their program rejoice. All your problems will be gone, fucking dumb boy. Nah, mate, this time is different, man, trust me. So these things might be falling in place. And my music been kinda doing bits too. I can actually might do something great. And when I'm gone, maybe I'll be remembered
for doing something special with myself.
That's why
And
you
so I
don't
feel
think that we should talk, man. Cause when you're with me, it never seems to help.
You think you could amputate me? I am you, you are me, you are I am we are one. Split into two makes one, so you see, you gotta kill you if you wanna kill me. I'm no leftover dinner, not scraps on the side. All your music is driving, delusional guy. Where's your top 10 hit? Where's your interview with Oprah? Where are your Grammys, Ren? Nowhere, yeah, but my music's not commercial like that. They never chase numbers, statistics, or stats. I never write hooks for the radio, they never even play me, so why would I concern myself with that? But my music is really connecting, and the people who find it respect it. And for me, that's enough, cause this life's been tough, so it gives me a purpose I can rest in.
Man, you sound so pretentious,
When your music is so self-centered, no one wants to hear another song about how much you hate yourself. Trust me. You should be so lucky, having me inside you to guide you, remind you, manage expectations, provide you perspective. That's the thing you neglected, I get it. You wanna be a big deal, next Jimi Hendrix, forget it. Man, it's not like that, man, it's just like that. I'm inside you, you twat. No, it's not, man, you're wrong when you write I belong. Let me break the fourth wall by acknowledging this song. Ren sits down, has a stroke of genius, wants to write a song that was not done previous. A battle with his subconscious, Eminem did it.
Played on guitar,
Plan B did it. Man, you're not original, you're criminal, and rip off the pinnacle. Your success is stealing other people's material. Ren, mate, you heard it all before. Oh, she sells seashells on the seashore. Fuck you, I don't need you, I don't need to hear this. Cause I find by myself I'm a genius. And I will make raves, and I will make waves that'll shake up the whole world beneath us.
That's right,
Speak your truth, your own God complex leaks out of you. It's refreshing to actually hear you say it instead of downplay it. Oh, music is all about creative process. But so you find something to relate to within that, that's just a bonus. Fuck you, I don't think I'll kill you, Ren. Don't fucking kill me then, let's fucking have you, Ren. I'ma do it, watch me do it, who use down my music is like all the shots I choose if you die. Yeah, I chose the shots I choose who survives.
I'll tie you up in knots when I
I'll lock you inside. Newsflash, I was created at the dawn of creation. I am temptation. I am the snake in Eden. I am the reason for treason, beheading all kings. I am sin, with no rhyme or reason. Son of the morning, Lucifer, Antichrist, father of lies. Mistopheles, truth in a blender, deceitful pretender, the righteous avenger, the righteous surrender when standing in front of my solar eclipse. My name it is stitched to your lips, so you see I will bow to the will of a mortal, feeble and normal. You wanna kill me, I'm eternal, immortal. I live in every decision that catalyzes chaos, that causes division. I live inside death, the beginning of ends. I am you, you are me, I am you, friend. Oh, I'm shaking. I've not done this yet. Oh, it's different. Hi, Ren. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself, and I've spent half my life ill. But just as sure as the tide starts turning, just as sure as the night has dawned, just as sure as the rainfall soon runs dry when you stand in the eye of a storm. I was made to be tested and twisted. I was made to be broken and beat. I was made by his hand as a part of his plan that I stand on my own 2 feet. And you know me, my will is eternal. And you know me, you've met me before. Face to face with the beast, I will rise from the east and I'll settle on the ocean floor. And I go by many names also. Some people know me as hope. Some people know me as the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope. And you know how I know that I'll prosper? Because I stand here beside you today. I have stood in the flames that cremated my brain, and I didn't once flinch or shake. So cower at the man I've become when I sing from the top of my lungs. I won't retire, I'll stand in your fire, inspire the meek to be strong. We're gonna rise in the music that I left behind. Ferocious, persistent, immortal like you, we're coin on 2 different sides. shit. Holy fuck. Alright, I stumbled way more than I thought. I jinxed myself in the fucking reaction. I know it. Oh well. I still fucking enjoyed that, man. Damn. Alright. 2 that got me feeling weird at the end. I don't mind. Alright, if y'all made it this far, thank you so much for sticking through me with that. If you enjoyed it, please give me a like and subscribe. I am still shaking. I think I need to eat something. It's been a while since breakfast. Anyways, thank you again for spending your time with me. If you enjoyed it, give me a like and subscribe. There will be a link in the description down below linking to this video. There will also be a pinned comment for Ren's friend, Rafa, with his GoFundMe. Please, at the very least, share that, and if you're able to, donate if you can. With that being said, thank you for spending your time with me. Until next time, share the love. Everybody wins. Grumpy Wolf, out.